As many people know, my husband and I have 4 teenagers right now, so I paused for a long time from a career path to have my 4 children and to raise them at home until they all went off to elementary school. But that's when I began to think about what to do next. I went out looking for part-time jobs. Nobody would hire me. I was too advanced. I had 2 degrees. They kept telling me I wouldn't be happy there. So I sat down with a presentation skills coach and had coffee with her. I took one look at her website and thought, you can do this? You can do presentation skills and teach people? That's what I want to do. So she actually hired me at that coffee on the spot and asked if I would coach her on her TEDx talk the following month. She said to me, Cindy, you just said you're good at content development, storytelling. I need some help. I really need to nail this message next month. Will you coach me? I didn't know how I was going to coach her, what I was going to do, but I did it. And she pulled me over from the balcony at the TEDx talk, tugged my sleeve, and she said, Cindy, you need to stop looking for part-time jobs and you need to do this because you're really good at this. And so I stood out on the porch the next day, told my husband what she had said. Should I start a business? Is that what I should do? He said, you would be great at that. And that's how On Point was born. It was a complete happy accident. So I look at messages like they are beautiful puzzles and I pull all the pieces apart to figure out how they originally went together. If in a scientific way, I look at messages from the molecular level. I go way down and I figure out why it works that way. And if it's not working, what are we going to do to transform it and really make it sing? So when it comes to messaging, On Point's like a messaging lab. We're in our white coats. We're bringing your messages in. We're laying them out on the table. We're getting our beakers and our tweezers and our solutions, and we're trying to help you understand where the message is now and where it can become healthier. And the same for the speakers, right? How can you become an amazing deliverer of that message? On Point has become so much more than I ever dreamed that it would be. And now I feel like there is just so much for us to do with the droves of people in the world who need our help. Especially post-pandemic, the world has changed in terms of how people work. It used to be that most people were in-person communicating. We're in a world now where it's not only virtual plus in-person, it's hybrid, it's work from home, it's work in the office. The complexity around communicating in a work team is higher than ever. So it's actually a wonderful time for us to be growing as we are, to be able to service more and more teams and clients, to dial in those messages, save them time, money, and get into the efficiency of messaging so people have these skills. They don't have the skills at the levels they need them right now. So if this is your team and you need to dial up your team's general messaging skills so that you're landing more deals, so that you're closing more sponsorships and corporate agreements, and your sales team's out there nailing it for you, let's talk. We have built programs. We have proven that we can get your teams to where they need to be. We have helped people raise and close hundreds of millions of dollars through our work at On Point, and we really want to help you too. Come on into the messaging lab. Bring your team. If your team needs to be dialed up, if you need help specifically with things you're working on in the next year, come into the On Point messaging lab and let us get to work with your message.